Hello guys, how are you? I hope you all are doing good. Today we are going to interpret Plato's theory of justice. Plato's theory of justice, he has given it in his book The Republic. In his view, the state is just a state. A state should be just a state. Just a state means that the state should provide justice. Absence of a state can lead to anarchy, and anarchy lead to might is right. Might is right means the person who is powerful is always right. Means he tries to the powerful person tries to subjugate the persons who are weak compared to them. And it also leads to Matsnyaya. Matsnyaya is the Indian philosophy in which the big fish eats the small fish. Means the person who is more bigger and who is more powerful than the others, he tries to subjugate them and oppress them. Plato's theory of justice is basically the debate between Socrates and with other learned men. Socrates debate with the Cephalus. He is an old man in Athens. In his views, the justice is doing one's duty. Justice doing one's is doing one's duty and paying one's due. What does it mean? Justice is doing one's duty is means the person which who has given the anything work, he should oblige with that. He does not compromise with it. He should always do his duty. And paying one's dues, the whatever you have borrowed, you should give them back. Then the Socrates counter it. Socrates counter was Socrates agree with it, agree with it, but he refused it. He says if if paying one's due is justice, is justice is is wrong. He says giving back a weapon a weapon to a person who has gone mad is madness. Means you have seen some persons who gets mad. If they get any sort of weapon, then they can kill all the all the living beings. And in comparative time, you have seen these type of incident in America where where a child get rejection in their love life. So he to in next day he brings back the gun to shoot the person to shoot all the students all over all in the schools. That this can't be the justice. Polymarchus. Polymarchus he is the son of Cephalus. In his views, paying one's dues is not but is justice, but being good with your friend, with your friend, with your friend, and bad with your enemy. Socrates' response was, he says, it is impossible. It is hard to find who is your enemy and who is your friend. As in your personal life, you have also met with some person who tries to be good in front of you, but at backside he bitches about you. They says the wrong thing about you. They want to ridicule you. Then it is very hard to get it that who is your friend and who is your enemy. Now we will look into the another being Thrasymachus. Thrasymachus was a sophist. Sophists were the educationists at Athens. In his views, that the justice is the interest of the strong. Justice is the interest of a strong. He says to serve your interest, you have to disobey law. Law. In his in his views, the justice is is the interest of the strong. Means that the person who are the strong, they always get the justice. Like in your like in our current situation, say you have met with or listened some news that the person who is strong in the muscle strength or in money power, they are getting justice more faster than the others because they can hire a good lawyer other than the person who are poor. Now the Socrates response, and it was Socrates get partially agree with it. He was partially agree with it. But he says it is wrong to think that the rule law is wrong, but the ruler can be wrong. In his views, the law cannot be the wrong, but the who are implementing it, they can be the wrong. Like you have that as you see in the police stations, that the who are the executives, they don't do their work properly. But whenever they see the powerful person who is having the money power, they do it more quickly than the person who are weak or can be poor. In this respect, Socrates says it is always good to obey law rather to disobey. In this, he is giving that the now we will look into Glaucon. Glaucon has given the contractual theory, in which he says that the justice is the interest of weak, is interest of weak. He says that the person who are weak, they came in contract with each other, then they go to powerful people who can give them protection. His main thing is that the weaker person come in contact with each other to take the security sort of thing from the powerful people. In Socrates' response was that both weak and strong is in need of justice, is in need of justice, not is in need of state, and the state is the only thing who can provide justice. Basically, he says that the weak person wants security, so he comes into the contract. But not only just the weak person, but the strong person also want it, because the strong person cannot individually fill up or fulfill their own need. So they want to they can want something to eat, so some raw materials to for their life. So the other person who are weak, they can be good in that. So the state is the powerful person. So the state should be there, which can make the synergy between them and provide equal justice to all persons. So that's for all today. So bye.